Hello, it's another week. And this week we're gonna be looking on the market analysis for the coming week, which gonna begin on the 22nd of July, and gonna end on 26th of July. And this is the first pair which you're gonna be looking at, and this is AUD chief. And for AUD chief for the coming week, and this is a short time frame. For J for the coming week, you're going to be looking on the bullish direction, and the reason behind it is because of the clear breakout of this trend line, and we are waiting for a good retest so that we can continue moving up with it. So our entry point will be at this area, and our targeted area will be that one. The reason behind is because of the clear head and shoulder pattern which was formed in the past at this area. First shoulder, head, and this was the second shoulder. So we're anticipating and continue moving up with it. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on apart from AUD chief is AUD card. And on AUD card, we're going to be focusing also on the bullish direction. The reason behind for us to focus on the bullish direction is because of the clear breakout of the neck of these double bottoms, or head and shoulder. This is the first shoulder, this is the head, and this is the second shoulder, and the neck has been broken and has been retested. So from there we're anticipating that price will continue moving up toward this targeted area. This is AUD card, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing for the coming week is AUD NZ, and on AUD NZ we're going to be looking for a bearish direction, and the reason behind is because of the clear breach out of this uptrend and a good pullback or retest which has already occurred. So we get our entry at this area, and our targeted area will be this one. So for AUD NZ we're going to be looking for a bearish direction for the coming week. Another pair which you're going to be looking at for the coming week is AUD USD. And on AUD USD, we're going to be looking for a bullish direction, and the reason behind is because of the clear breakout of this shoulder, head, and the second shoulder. The neck has already been breached out, so we have a good retest. From there, we'll be looking for a bullish entry so that you can move toward that targeted area. This is AUD USD, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be looking at is NZD card. On NZD card, we're going to be looking for a bullish direction, and the reason behind is because of the breakout of this support or resistance, as we had a double bottom pattern. So we're anticipating that price will break and retest, and from there it will continue moving up toward that targeted area there up. Another pair which you're going to be focusing apart from NZD card, it's NZD chief. And on NZD chief, you're going to be looking for a bullish direction also, and the reason behind is because of this first shoulder head, and this is the second shoulder, and the market has already break out this trend here. So we're anticipating and we're waiting for a good pullback toward this trend line here, and then from there we get our entry toward that targeted area. This is NZD chief, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on is NZD USD. Also, NZDSD, we're going to be having a bullish direction, but before we have a bullish direction, we have a pullback toward this area, and at this area is when we're going to look for our entry point so that we can target toward that targeted area. This is NZDUSD, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on is USD card, and in USD card we're going to be having a bullish direction, and the reason behind is because of a clear breakout of this trend line here, downtrend, and a good retest, and also the good look of this second head. As we had the first shoulder, this is the head formation, so we're anticipating that. Let me clear out. We have this first shoulder, this is the head, so we're anticipating that we'll be having another second shoulder at this area. Then from there we'll be having a bullish direction toward that targeted area. This is USD card, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week is USD chief. And on USD chief, we're going to be having a bearish direction. The reason behind is a clear breach out of this trend line and a good retest, and also a clear double tops which can be observed at this area. So we're anticipating that price will continue to drop after the good retest of this neck toward targeted area, which can be viewed in the daily time frame, as you can see it here. So we are anticipating that price will continue moving up, down toward that area. Also, we might get another entry after the break and retest of this support or resistance or this trend line. Then we have another targeted area toward that area. This is USD chief, and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be looking at is USD NOK. And on USD NOK, we're going to be having a bearish direction. When we go back to H4, we can see a clear view Let's see. We can see a clear view at this area. We have like a flag pattern or a triangle. So we are waiting for the market to give us a direction, either after the break or retest of this trend line here, then continue moving up. But high probability we are anticipating that price will drop down. And the reason behind is because when you go back to daily time frame, we can see a breach out and a good retest of this trend line here. So our targeted area will be at that point there. This is USD NOK and this is daily time frame. This was added into our watch list last week. And this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from USD NOK is USD TRY, and in USD TRY we have added in our watch list this week, and this is H4 time frame. And for USD TRY next week you're going to be having a bullish direction, and the reason behind is because we can see like a downtrend is almost over, and we had this an uptrend which has touched this market almost 3 times and continuously. So we're anticipating that this is the clear double bottom. So we might get our entry here, then we'll be targeting toward that area there. And another entry which you can get after the breakout and a good retest, we might get another entry so that you can target toward that area. And if it fails to break up, it might also break down. And also if it breaks down, we will wait for a good pullback, then from there we'll be targeting toward that purple area. But high probability to move up. This is USD TRY and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing for the coming week is GBP AUD. And on GBP AUD you're going to be having a bearish direction, but on the view of H4 we'll wait for a pullback toward this purple zone, then from there is when we get our entry. But where are we targeting? When you go back to daily time frame, our targeted area is this area, and the reason behind is because of these double tops. So we are targeting toward that area. Another pair which you're going to be looking at is GBP card, and on GBP card we're going to be having a bullish direction. And the reason behind for us to have a bullish direction, when you go back to H4 we can see a clear shoulder, and this is the head, and this is the second shoulder. So we will be waiting for a breakout and a good retest, then from there we get our entry toward that targeted area. This is GBP card and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from GBP card is GBP CHF. And on GBP CHF for the coming week you're going to be having a bearish direction as it has already break and retest this broken support or resistance, and it has come back to touch our trend. So we're anticipating to continue dropping down. So our entry point, it is when the market open, it will be at this area here. Where is our targeted area? When you go back to daily we can see out okay, let us go back to weekly so that you can see where is our targeted area. Our targeted area, we have a purple zone which is around let us put this plus sign so that you can see, which is around 1.19426. This is where we'll be targeting for the coming week after the bearish direction. This is GBP CHF and this is weekly time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from GBP CHF is GBP NZ. And GBP NZ on weekly, as you can see, it has reached on this trend line which has been respected for a long period of time. So we're anticipating to see a bullish direction. When you go back to H4, we can see like a consolidation or like a double bottoms. So we're anticipating that price will continue moving up toward that targeted area. This is GBP NZ and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be looking at is GBP USD, and this is our last pair. And on GBP USD, as you can see, there is like a first shoulder, and this is the head, and there is almost a second shoulder formation. So we're anticipating that price will continue moving up. After it has break this area, it will come back to retest the neck, then we'll be targeting toward that area. So our entry point, it will be at this area. If we miss that entry, we're going to make it at that point. So this is GBP USD and this is H4 time frame. For those who need account management training, signal service and also consultant service as a professional advice, they can contact us. All the details are on the subscription on the description. Make sure that you subscribe in our YouTube channel, and also you join our Telegram channel for more reviews. Happy paper chasing week, traders.